Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract money effortlessly while others struggle their entire lives, even while working hard? It's not always about how much you earn. It's about how you think. The rich have a completely different mindset about money, and once you start to think like them, your financial reality begins to shift too. Welcome back to Rich Map, the channel where we uncover the hidden patterns, habits, and strategies that can help you create lasting wealth and financial freedom. In today's video, we are diving deep into how rich people think differently about money, and how you can adopt the same mindset to transform your financial future. Let's get started. First, rich people see money as a tool, not a reward. Most people work for money. They trade their time, effort, and energy for a paycheck. And once that money arrives, they spend it as a form of reward for their hard work. Rich people, however, view money as a resource, a tool to make more money. They ask questions like, how can I make this dollar grow? Or where can I invest this to create another stream of income? This shift from spending to using is the foundation of wealth building. The average person might see $1,000 as something to spend, maybe a vacation, a new phone, or an upgrade. But a wealthy person sees that same $1,000 as seed money, an investment in a business, a course, or an asset that generates cash flow. That's why their wealth multiplies, even while others are stuck in a paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. Second, rich people focus on opportunities, while others focus on obstacles. When an idea comes up, most people immediately think of why it would not work. It's too risky, too expensive, too complicated. The rich think differently. They ask, how can I make this possible? They focus on possibilities rather than problems. This difference in perspective changes everything. A poor mindset looks at challenges as barriers, while a rich mindset sees them as puzzles to solve. Every successful entrepreneur, investor, or millionaire, started by seeing opportunity where others saw limits. Third, rich people understand the power of delayed gratification. The average person wants results immediately. They want the nice car now, the big house now, the latest phone now. But the wealthy understand that real success requires patience. They are willing to live below their means today to build a better tomorrow. Think about Warren Buffett. Despite being one of the richest men in the world, he lived 4 decades in the same modest house. His focus was not on showing off wealth, but on growing it. Rich people know that wealth is not about appearances. It's about freedom and options. Fourth, rich people invest in themselves. This is one of the most powerful differences of all. Many people see education as something that ends when school ends. The rich see it as a lifelong process. They read books, take courses, hire mentors, and constantly improve their financial IQ. They know that the more they learn, the more they can earn. When you understand how money works, how to manage it, invest it, and multiply it, you start playing the financial game strategically instead of emotionally. The average person often says, I could not afford that. The rich ask, how can I afford that? That simple change in language transforms a limitation into a challenge. It opens the door to creativity and possibility. Next, rich people do not just think about making money, they think about keeping it and growing it. The middle class often focuses on earning a higher income, but then increases their expenses equally: new cars, bigger homes, lifestyle upgrades. The wealthy understand that income means little without control. They protect their wealth through smart financial planning, saving, investing, and leveraging tax advantages. For example, while most people see debt as something negative, the rich use good debt strategically. They borrow money to invest in assets that generate returns, like real estate or business ventures, instead of using it for consumption. Another key difference is how rich people value time. They know time is their most valuable asset. That's why they are obsessed with leverage, using systems, automation, and people to multiply their output. They do not try to do everything themselves. They build teams, delegate tasks, and focus on high-value activities. Meanwhile, people with a poor mindset often trade time for money endlessly, never realizing that wealth is created by freeing your time to focus on strategy and opportunity. The rich also think long-term. They do not make decisions based on short-term emotions or market noise. They plan for decades, not days. That's why they invest in assets that grow over time, stocks, real estate, and businesses, rather than chasing quick wins. They understand the power of compounding. Here is the truth. Rich people think in terms of value, not price. When they look at an opportunity, they do not just ask, how much does it cost? They ask, what value does it create? That's why they are willing to spend on mentorship, quality tools, or a high-performing team, because they know these things multiply results. And finally, rich people have an abundance mindset. They believe there is enough money, success, and opportunity for everyone. This belief keeps them open, generous, and collaborative. People with a scarcity mindset, on the other hand, think money is limited, that someone else's success means their loss. This fear keeps them stuck, playing defense instead of offense. When you start thinking with abundance, your decisions change. You stop hoarding money and start investing it. You stop competing and start creating. You stop fearing failure and start seeing it as feedback. So, how can you start thinking like the rich today? First, question your financial beliefs. Many of us grew up hearing things like money does not grow on trees or rich people are greedy. These beliefs hold us back more than we realize. Start rewriting those stories. Tell yourself that money is abundant, that wealth is earned through value creation, and that you deserve financial success. Second, start small, but start smart. Every financial decision, saving, investing, learning, compounds over time. You do not need $1 million to think like a millionaire. You just need the mindset. And third, surround yourself with people who think bigger. Your environment shapes your mindset. The more you spend time with ambitious, growth-oriented people, the more your thinking will expand. Here is the bottom line. Rich people are not special. They have simply learned a set of mental models about money that most people never discover. Once you change your mindset, your actions will follow, and eventually, so will your results. So, if you want to build real wealth, do not just copy what rich people do. Learn how they think, because once your mind changes, everything else does too. If you found value in this video, make sure to hit the like button so more people can discover this message. Subscribe to Rich Map for more powerful insights on money, investing, and financial freedom. And turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching, and remember, wealth is not just about having more money. It's about having more control, freedom, and purpose. Start thinking differently, and you will start living differently. This is Rich Map, and I will see you in the next video.